Hey there, have you ever decided to learn a new skill, maybe playing the ukulele, and then realized at your current pace you'll be ready to serenade your grandkids from your retirement home? We've all been told that mastery takes forever, thanks to one big, scary number. Chapter 1. The 10,000-Hour Lie. You've probably heard of the 10,000-hour rule, the idea that it takes this exact amount of practice to become a world-class expert in anything. Well, it's a nice round number. It's also the world's best excuse for never starting. It makes mastery sound like an epic quest only undertaken by monks and superheroes. But here's the secret. That rule is wildly misunderstood. It's about the quality of your practice, not just the minutes you clock in. You don't need 10,000 hours. You need a better strategy, and that strategy starts with getting over your biggest fear, looking like a fool. Chapter 2. Permission to suck. Let's be honest. The first time you try anything new, you are going to be terrible at it. Your first drawing will look like a potato with eyes. Your first attempt at Spanish will sound like you're ordering a library instead of a coffee. And that's okay. The biggest thing holding you back isn't a lack of talent. It's the fear of not being good immediately. So right now, I'm giving you official permission to be absolutely, spectacularly bad at whatever you want to learn. Frame it, hang it on your wall, because embracing the awkward beginner phase is the only way to get to the awesome expert phase. But how do you even start when a skill feels like a giant, unclimbable mountain? Chapter 3. Shrink the Giant. You wouldn't try to eat a giant burrito in one bite, right? Well, maybe you would, but you'd regret it. You tackle it bite by bite. A skill is just a giant burrito. The trick is to deconstruct it, to break it down into the smallest possible pieces. Want to learn how to make amazing YouTube videos? Don't just write "learn video production" on your to-do list. That's the giant. Instead, shrink it. Your list should look like this. 1. Learn what a jump cut is. 2. Figure out how to add music. 3. Practice speaking clearly to a camera for 2 minutes. Each tiny piece is a manageable bite. Suddenly, the giant doesn't seem so scary. But here's the next secret. Not all bites are created equal. Chapter 4. The Golden 20%. This is where we work smart, not hard. It's called the Pareto Principle, but let's just call it the 80-20 rule. It says that in most things, 20% of the effort gets you 80% of the results. Your job is to find that golden 20%. For learning a language, 20% of the words are used in 80% of daily conversations. For playing chess, 20% of the openings will prepare you for 80% of your games. Instead of trying to learn everything at once, find the most important, high-impact subskills and obsess over them. You'll get surprisingly good, surprisingly fast. But how do you know if you're actually getting good or just practicing the same mistakes over and over? You need a mirror. Chapter 5. Your brutal mirror. You can't fix a problem you don't know you have. If you've got a piece of spinach stuck in your teeth all day, you need a good friend or a mirror to point it out. In learning, this is called a feedback loop. It's your brutal mirror. This could be a mentor, a coach, or even just recording yourself on your phone and watching it back. It might make you cringe, but seeing your mistakes is the fastest way to correct them. The quicker you get feedback, the quicker you can adjust. Okay, so you're getting feedback, but to really hit the accelerator, you need to stop dipping your toes in the water and just dive in. Chapter 6. Living in the Matrix. Remember in The Matrix when Neo learns Kung Fu in seconds because they plug it directly into his brain? We can't quite do that, yet. But we can do the next best thing. Immersion. Surround yourself with the skill until it becomes second nature. If you're learning to code, spend your time on coding forums and start small projects. If you're learning Italian, change your phone's language setting and listen to Italian music. Create a world where you are constantly interacting with what you're trying to learn. It forces your brain to adapt and learn passively. Immersion is incredibly powerful, but true growth happens when things start to feel a little, well, uncomfortable. Chapter 7. The Discomfort Zone. If you go to the gym and only lift weights that feel light and easy, you'll never build muscle. Your brain works the exact same way. The sweet spot for rapid learning is what's called the discomfort zone, that tricky place just beyond your current abilities. It's where you're stretching yourself, making mistakes, and correcting them. If your practice feels easy and comfortable, you're not learning. You're just performing. Pushing into that zone of slight frustration is where the real connections in your brain are forged. But what happens when you're pushing hard and suddenly, nothing? You've stopped improving. Chapter 8. The Progress Glitch. Every learner hits them. Plateaus. It feels like a glitch in the system. You're putting in the work, but your progress bar is stuck. It's the most frustrating part of mastering anything, and it's where most people quit. But the progress glitch is not a bug. It's a feature. This is often when your brain is working hard in the background, organizing all the new information. The key is to not give up. Mix things up. Try a different approach. Focus on a different sub-skill, or even take a strategic break. Speaking of which, breaks aren't for the weak. They're for the wise. Chapter 9. Sprint and Rest Cycle. Your brain is not a machine that can run non-stop. It's a muscle. The secret to long-term, rapid learning is to work like a lion, not a donkey. A lion sprints with intense focus to catch its prey, and then it rests. It doesn't just plod along all day. Use a sprint and rest cycle. Work in short, highly focused bursts, say 45 minutes, where you eliminate all distractions. Then take a real break. Walk away. Let your mind relax. It's during that rest period that your brain actually processes and solidifies what you just learned. Chapter 10. The Unfair Advantage. So, in conclusion, learning how to master something 3 times fast isn't about being a genius. It's not about having more time or a magical ability. It's a system. A system that gives you permission to be a beginner, helps you break down scary goals, forces you to focus on what truly matters, and shows you how to practice smart. This system is your secret weapon. It's what lets you build skills faster than everyone else who is still stuck on hour 1 of their 10,000-hour journey. This is your unfair advantage. Now go use it. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on how to work smarter, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.